Hello everyone, I'm here with another scary story for you, so let's begin. In today's story, the narrator doesn't believe in strange events until his apartment wall starts revealing eerie numbers that predict deaths. Let's dive into the chilling details. The narrator's life is pretty ordinary. He works, eats, sleeps, repeats. That is until one fateful Friday night when he wakes up in the middle of the night. You can probably guess it's going to be an important moment in the story. At around 3 a.m., the narrator wakes up and feels thirsty. He reaches for the bottle of water beside him, and that S when he sees something that makes him freeze. There are some faint red numbers scrawled on the wall beside the door, 419. To make it more mysterious, the numbers appear to be smeared and hurried as if written in a rush. The narrator wonders if he's just seeing things due to being tired. He decides to go back to sleep and hopes it will be a normal night. But the next morning when he wakes up, he immediately rushes to the bathroom, but when he turns on the light, the numbers are nowhere to be seen. His mind is racing with questions. What did he see that night? Was it just his imagination playing tricks on him? But the mystery deepens. The very next night, at the same time, 3 a.m., he finds himself wide awake again. His heart is beating faster than usual, and he feels uneasy without any apparent reason. Before even opening his eyes, he knows what he'll see, and when he turns on the light, there are new numbers on the wall, 0 for 20. This time, he's sure it's no figment of his imagination. His hands are trembling as he looks at the numbers, which seem to glow faintly in the darkness. Again, the numbers vanish by morning. Over the next few days, the narrator becomes obsessed with understanding the meaning behind these numbers. He keeps thinking about them and tries to ignore them. But every night at 3 a.m., he wakes up and sees new numbers on the wall. 421, 0422, 0423. He quickly realizes that the numbers are steadily increasing, and this pattern continues for 3 nights. He starts writing down the numbers in a notebook. They remind him of dates, but he can't figure out why. Finally, he confides in his friend Ramesh. At first, Ramesh laughs at the story, but his face becomes serious when he sees the notebook. He too believes the numbers resemble April dates. Ramesh checks the calendar on his phone and confirms they match the upcoming days. The sight of the approaching dates leaves him unsettled. The narrator, unable to shake off the eerie feeling, tries to distract himself, but fails. He has no idea what the numbers mean, but he senses something ominous. He calls Ramesh and asks for help. Ramesh suggests he leave the city. The idea seems crazy, but the narrator is desperate for a solution. He packs his things and stays at Ramesh's house. However, the unsettling numbers continue to appear. The next night, at 3 a.m., he wakes up in the guest room and sees 0430 on the wall. The realization hits him hard. The numbers aren't just random, they indicate deaths. The previous day, he had learned that the number 0424 had coincided with the death of a boy in the neighborhood. He had been hit by a car outside the narrator's apartment building, but the boy's death had happened during the night. How could the narrator have known? And now his own birthday, 0430, is approaching. Fear grips him and he spends the day anxiously waiting for the night to pass. He stays awake and refuses to sleep, but his efforts are in vain. As soon as the clock strikes 3 a.m., the lights flicker ominously and the numbers on the wall start dripping like liquid, slowly smearing downwards. Panic surges through him as the air grows thick and heavy. He hears dozens of whispers filling the room, each voice echoing his name. Suddenly, he struggles to breathe. An invisible force tightens its grip around his throat and he gasps desperately for air. His vision starts to blur and he loses consciousness. Just then, Ramesh bursts into the room and shakes him vigorously. The shadow vanishes and the dripping numbers on the wall stop. Miraculously, he can breathe again. Shaken but alive, he asks Ramesh what happened. Ramesh explains that he came because he was worried and found him unresponsive. He had no idea what was happening. After that night, the wall becomes silent. The numbers cease to appear. The narrator returns to his apartment and monitors the wall for any signs of the eerie markings, but none appear. Life slowly returns to normal. However, one day while examining his notebook, the narrator notices something crucial. The numbers don't solely represent dates, but rather countdown dates. The first number, 0419, refers to April 19th, the second, 0420, to April 20th, and so on. Realization dawns on him. The numbers aren't just marking deaths, they're counting down to them. This chilling discovery adds a new layer of horror to the story. A year passes, but the narrator's life remains empty and joyless. He still can't sleep, haunted by the fear of the numbers returning. Then one night, at 3 a.m., he wakes up with a start. His heart pounds against his ribs and he finds himself frozen with terror as the familiar numbers reappear on the wall. 429, he's trapped. With each passing hour, his dread grows. He can't contact Ramesh because the wall will reveal the final number soon, ending his life. He runs to the bathroom, hoping to escape whatever fate awaits him. But as he turns off the light, the numbers vanish. Maybe he's hallucinating, maybe it's a cruel joke. But the minutes tick by. He can't stop staring at the dark wall. Then he feels a tap on his shoulder. Turning slowly, he sees a woman standing behind him. Her face is hidden under a white cloth. All he can see is a pair of eyes that pierce through him. Now, let me tell you, the The narrator's story isn't just terrifying, it's brilliantly crafted. The author does a fantastic job of building suspense throughout the narrative. The story starts off slow and mysterious, keeping you engaged and intrigued. The atmosphere is thick with tension. As the story progresses, you find yourself on the edge of your seat. The author uses vivid imagery and descriptive language to create a chilling and immersive experience. The narrator's mounting fear and desperation are palpable. You feel his anxiety as he tries to decipher the cryptic numbers on the wall. The plot twists keep you guessing until the very end. You're left questioning what will happen next. The story is well paced and keeps you hooked. The characters are developed enough to make you care about their fate. The ending is both surprising and thought-provoking. It leaves a lasting impact and makes you question the nature of reality. What do you think? Share your thoughts below. If you enjoyed the story, please give us a thumbs up. And remember to subscribe for more spine-chilling tales. Thanks for watching. Take care, and don't forget to visit us again soon.